Now, I figure with lunch and 2 ARVs, we should be on the road approximately 7 hours, 18 minutes, and 7 seconds.
The characters on this list might not win a popularity contest, but don't underestimate them. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 iconic movie nerds. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking exclusively at nerds, aka characters who are both socially awkward and exceptionally smart. So sadly, academically average or subpar geeks like Napoleon Dynamite need not apply. Number 10. Kevin Gnapoor, Mean Girls.
Let me give you my card.
Anyone who carried a business card in high school that read badass definitely wasn't one. This flick wouldn't have been complete without Kevin Gnapoor, the math nerd desperate for a date and even more so for popularity. Who could forget the rap he performed at the high school talent show?
Oh, you sucker MCs ain't got nothing on me. From my grades to my lines, you can't touch Kevin G. I'm a mathlete. So nerd isn't bird, but forget what you heard, I'm like James Bond III.
His confident attitude makes him a bit of an outlier on this list, but that doesn't make him any less of a nerd. The lines he drops while attempting to hit on women are downright cringeworthy.
Damn.
What?
I'd rather see you out there shaking that thing.
From ripping his shirt open at a math tournament to rapping about the silent G in his name, Kevin is a truly iconic nerd.
How do you like me now? You like that? Yeah! Get some! Get some!
Number 9. Gary Wallace and Wyatt Donnelly, Weird Science.
If we're gonna have any kind of fun together, you guys had better loosen up.
Talk about a nerd's dream come true. In this classic 80s comedy, two boys, Gary and Wyatt, use their computer skills to create a beautiful woman. The curveball? In addition to stunning good looks, she has an unbelievable set of powers.
First time in my life, I don't feel like a total dick.
Yeah, me either.
The nerds in question fit the stereotype perfectly. They're constantly bullied, physically inferior, and socially awkward.
Yo! Check us out!
But what these dweebs lack in popularity, they more than make up for with their uncanny ability to conjure up a woman out of thin air. The look on their faces upon completing the task is pure cinematic gold.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Number 8. Lewis and Gilbert, Revenge of the Nerds.
It's gonna be a great year.
This memorable 80s flick features a group of nerdy college students facing off against the personification of stereotypical masculinity, jocks.
Well, let's get those nerds! Nerd! Nerd!
Throughout the film, the two protagonists, Lewis and Gilbert, find their pleas for help falling on deaf ears, as they continue to be ridiculed by the stronger, more popular men of Alpha Beta.
Okay, here goes. Okay, don't touch now.
But everyone has their breaking point, and eventually these nerds decide to take action and get even.
You gotta let them know that you want it! I want it! Good! Oh, ow!
To do so, Lewis and Gilbert turn to the one thing they have in spades, brains. Their ability to outwit their opponents more than earns these two nerds a spot on the list.
Just join us, cause no one's really gonna be free until nerd persecution ends.
Number 7. George McFly, Back to the Future franchise.
Hey, Marty.
Did this guy really father one of the coolest movie characters in cinematic history? It's hard to believe considering he himself is one of the biggest weenies ever put on film. He's a comic book loving, sci-fi writing peeping Tom who's not above doing a bully's homework.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Yeah, you got my homework finished, McFly?
We literally get to see him with a kick me sign taped to his back.
Very funny. You guys are being real mature.
Maybe we were adopted.
If that isn't the ultimate sign of nerddom, we don't know what is. Only through sheer willpower is his son able to rescue him from the depths of his own social awkwardness. One wonders how he ever got Lorraine to marry him in the first place. But then again, it was density.
Lorraine, my density has brought me to you.
Number 6. Egon Spengler, Ghostbusters franchise.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
Much of this film's success can be attributed to the core team and the incredible rapport that quickly developed between them. From the deadpan one-liners delivered by Peter Venkman to the wide-eyed vitality of Ray Stantz, the characters just work. Nowhere was this more apparent than in the portrayal of straight-laced scientist Egon Spengler.
I'm warning you, turning off these machines would be extremely hazardous.
Played to perfection by Harold Ramis, this by-the-books nerd seemed to have a logical explanation for everything, including the supernatural. From his hilarious inspection of the Ghostbusters headquarters to an impressively nerdy array of science-based jokes, Egon makes being a nerd look seriously cool.
Your mother!
Number 5. Brian Ralph Johnson, The Breakfast Club.
No, I'm not.
Is roughly 1 out of 5 high school students a nerd? In the world of John Hughes, it would seem so.
Is that for real?
In his seminal film, about what happens when 5 very different people are forced to spend a Saturday at school in detention together, it becomes clear very early on that Brian is the archetypal nerd. From his story about why he's there to his neatly packed lunchbox, Brian is ridiculed for much of the film.
What do you guys do in your club?
In physics, well, we talk about physics, properties of physics.
So it's sort of social. Demented and sad, but social.
However, like many movie nerds, beneath his awkward exterior is a person who just wants to be accepted. And by the end of the film, he's made friends out of those who originally doubted him. Number 4. Hermione Granger, Harry Potter franchise.
An animagus is a wizard who elects to turn into an animal.
It's hard to imagine Harry Potter accomplishing all that he did without the help of this character. Over the course of 8 films, Hermione served as the brains of the operation. Although seemingly most comfortable when nose-deep in a gigantic textbook, or asking questions in an otherwise dull lecture, Ms. Granger never fails to apply those book smarts to real-world scenarios when the situation calls for it.
I've got something, but it's mad! Reductor!
Despite her knack for adventure, however, her greatest love appears to be school itself, often appearing more concerned about being expelled than getting killed. Nerd status and all, she'd get our vote for Minister of Magic.
If you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.
Number 3. Peter Parker, Spider-Man franchise. Bruce Wayne aside, superheroes tend to have pretty lackluster alter egos. This serves to make them look all the more awesome when they eventually don their super duds and hit the streets to fight crime. Unfortunately for Peter Parker, when he isn't slinging web from Manhattan's skyscrapers, that alter ego is seriously nerdy.
I read all your research on nanotechnology, really brilliant.
His portrayal by Tobey Maguire in this film was excellent, creating a believable dual personality. One that gets bullied for his intellect by day, the other taking down supervillains by night.
You have a knack for getting in trouble.
You have a knack for saving my life.
Oddly enough, it's his love of science that gets him bitten by a radioactive spider in the first place. He's one nerd you do not want to mess with.
Thanks.
Number 2. Mark Zuckerberg, The Social Network.
Did I adequately answer your condescending question?
It may seem ironic calling someone who's now worth over $50 billion a nerd, but the version of Mark Zuckerberg that was presented to the world in this film definitely fits the description.
That would be impressive, except if you had known what you were looking for, you would have seen it written on my dorm room window.
The first scene of the film is a perfect amalgamation of the two sides of the character's personality, highly intelligent and oblivious to social norms.
You're gonna go through life thinking that girls don't like you because you're a nerd. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that that won't be true. It'll be because you're an asshole.
From that point on, we watch as Zuckerberg's character continues to showcase his impressive intellect and baffling lack of social skills. However, as the final scene of the movie demonstrates, all the money in the world can't necessarily get you the date you want. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Daddy, all I'm trying to say is that scientific breakthroughs are occurring all the time.
Pinches of power! You guys! I've been saved by my pinches of power!
Number 1. McLovin, Superbad.
Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
From Seth's penis drawing past to Evan's horrible sexy talk, this is a film made up almost entirely of memorable scenes. However, this vest-wearing, fake ID purchasing, all-around nerd by the name of Fogel, aka McLovin, delivers arguably the most laughs.
and you landed on McLovin.
Regardless of whether he's lecturing Seth on what the most commonly used name in the world is, or hilariously trying to purchase beer with abysmal results, McLovin is one nerd you can't help but cheer for.
I love that stuff. Been drinking it for years.
His character truly comes to life after befriending a couple of crazy police officers looking to have fun. He may be a nerd, but he's also the life of the party.
Break yourself, fool!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.